Our playoff march finally continues as the Leafs beat the Nashville Predators in an impressive comeback win 5-4. Our playoff march continues! Toronto Maple Leafs have named Dion Phaneuf the 18th team captain in Leaf history. Leafs, beast in the East. And the Leafs are rocking it out in the Music City. Oh man, that was great. A sleeping giant has awakened in Toronto as the Toronto Maple Leafs finally end their losing slide at 8 games, beating the Nashville Predators for their first win against a Western Conference team of the season. First period, Dumont, he scores like halfway through the first period after a defensive mistake by both Komisarek and Boschman as they were both trying to block one player from shooting at the net. Key mistake because, Dumont was open on the left side and he had an open net to shoot at. And then Tutu, that's a funny name, Tutu. Anyway, 2-2, he makes it 2-0 for the Preds shortly after, and 10 seconds later, Martin Erat makes it 3-0 for the Predators. Things are looking bad for the Leafs, but with less than a minute in the first period, Luke Schenn scores his first goal of the game to make it a 3-1 lead for the Preds. Second period, Bouillon is penalized for holding. Unfortunately, the only team to score in that period was the Nashville Predators, as Gach was on a breakaway, and he scores to make it 4-1 for the Predators. And then Sutter was penalized for slashing, giving the Leafs another opportunity at the power play, and Klein was penalized, giving the Leafs a 5-on-3 advantage for 1 minute and 41 seconds, and they actually capitalized on it. Yes, Christopher Stieg scores to cut the lead to 4-2 for the Nashville Predators. It's his third of the season, and later Sutter is penalized again. And the Leafs get another 5-on-3 advantage, and Versteeg scores his second of the night to bring the Leafs within 1 goal of the Nashville Predators. And Ollie would have tied it up, except his goal was disallowed because Mike Brown made contact with Pekka Rinne's goalie stick, and even though he was shooting it top shelf on the left side, it was still counted as goaltender interference. Well, tough break. Don't worry, Keith. You'll get your first NHL goal yet as a Leaf. And then Grabowski makes up for his mistake in the first period after that horrific giveaway that allowed the Erat goal to be scored in the first place, ties the game at 4. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second game in a row in which Grabowski is somewhat screwed up in a way that allows the opposition to score, and then he scores himself. And then the game is tied at 4, and then Ward is penalized for, hooking, and then Kuhlman scores. Kuhlman scores to make it 5-4 for the Leafs. That is 2 power play goals by Versteeg, 1 power play goal by Grabowski, and another power play goal by Kuhlman. That's 4 power play goals. The Leafs have not scored 4 power play goals since that 9-1 beating of Atlanta we gave them back in 2005. The one where everybody was crying about the Leafs were too tough. I can't remember what the details were for that game. Anyways, those power play goals leapfrogged the Leafs in the power play standings from 26th in the power play to 16th. So way to go, guys. Then Jiggy himself finally wakes himself up by making 2 saves. One was from the blocker side, and that went down to his right pad as he made another save there. Third period, Giguere makes a few great saves, including one from Shea Weber, and that's great because, you know what, Nashville has the number one blue line in the league, and Giguere stopped them dead. Unfortunately, he tweaked his groin in the process, so he had to leave the game, and a monster took his place. And by God, did the monster ever do a good job at preserving this 5-4 Leafs win. I should also mention Luke Schenn was penalized at the start of the third. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. But I was thinking the Leafs were actually going to go unpenalized in the game, but oh well. And then Smithson is penalized after the monster comes in. Unfortunately, the Leafs could not capitalize after that dynamic power play surge in the second period. MacArthur is penalized for delay of game, unfortunately, and then Nashville pulls its goalie when it's full strength to give it a 6-5 advantage on the Toronto Maple Leafs. And Tim Brent helps save the day by getting a few deflections out into the neutral ice. And Versteeg would have had his hat trick, except, Weber hooks him down. He was penalized for it, but the Toronto Maple Leafs then and there end their 8-game slide. Way you go, guys. This should give the Leafs a bunch of confidence and energy needed because they're going to be facing the New Jersey Devils, the Montreal Canadiens, and the Dallas Stars. And Dallas is one of those many teams that the Toronto Maple Leafs have not been able to beat since before the lockout. So hopefully the Leafs will have a great game against both of those teams because, wow, the offense really shined. It's as if the offense was brought back to life. You know, the one that they had at the start of the season? Well, anyways, until after Thursday night's game, go Leafs go!